Welcome back to Around the Block Volleyball. Today we have another special guest. We have one of the top setters in NCAA. We have Jaxon Herr, who just found his new home at Penn State.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
and thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, boys. I'm super excited. This is pretty sweet. Been following y'all for a while, so this is super dope. So appreciate you having me on.
No, thanks for coming, man. This is gonna be awesome.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to hear the questions y'all got for me, and this is gonna be exciting.
All right, so we like to start it off light here. First off, just how did you start getting into volleyball?
Yeah. So initially, I started playing. I think in seventh grade. I played all different sports growing up. I was, basketball, baseball, football, and then at my elementary school, volleyball. It was like the first time I'd ever heard of it. My parents were like, "You should play. You should play." And I was like, no, that's kind of like a girl sport. Like, why would I want to do that? Like, all that stuff. And I had basketball and all this other stuff going on. So I was like, man, this is lame. Like, but I'll do it just for them. I'll go try out. Like, oh, I'll be friends with the girls team, do all that stuff. So I went out. I ended up really loving it. And then I started playing club my 8th grade year. And that was when my love for volleyball really like took off because, hanging out with those boys and going to travel tournaments and doing all that stuff was something I'd never really done before. So that really, kickstarted the love for volleyball for me. Obviously, playing other sports helped. And then I quit everything else, quit basketball sophomore year, doing all that stuff, and focused on volleyball. And it's just been, my love ever since. So it's worked out nicely. Got to go to school for it, doing all that fun stuff, met so many cool people. And now it's, it's the passion and it's, something I want to do the rest of my life. So it's pretty sweet.
Nice, that's awesome. So would you say basketball was probably your second sport then?
Yeah. I would say I always thought I was a little better than I was. I wasn't really that good, but I used to think I was good. So, I had fun memories from that, and I enjoyed playing that for years and hanging out with those old teammates. And I play for fun now. It's fun, going to the rec center and hooping with the boys. So I enjoy it. It's fun.
And kind of talking on the passion part, how did you end up getting into setting? Was that something you just enjoyed from the very beginning, or?
Oof, man. Honestly, it was. I mean, I was always like, I was a quarterback in football. Point guard in basketball. Like, I didn't really have a scoring mindset. I would say, like, I always wanted to pass the rock and do all that stuff. So I kind of just started out as setter. Playing in elementary school, and then my first year of club, I was like taller than the rest of the kids. I wasn't very athletic, but they put me in the middle, and I was so bad. Like, I rode the bench every tournament, did all that stuff. But then they finally gave me a chance to setter, which I was kind of hoping for, and I played all right. So I kind of stuck with it. I was kind of forced to be a setter, but, it's the position I wanted to play. I was just so bad at everything else that, it was the only thing that stuck. So it ended up working out, so I'll take it,
Sounds like you had that passing mindset the whole time pretty much too, so it works out.
It was fun. I mean, it's fun seeing my teammates excel and, like, being able to touch the ball every play. It's just so fun, and like you're dictating the game and doing all this stuff, and you got to run the offense. So I think it's the most fun position to play. Obviously, I don't get to score and do all that stuff, but I'm not worried about that. It's a team game, so if I can just put my teammates in good spots, it makes me fun, and I get my moments here and there to block and serve and do all this stuff.
You get to dump. We've seen it.
Yeah. I have a couple clips here and there. They don't show the bad ones, but there's a couple mixed in there.
That's okay. Everyone has some bad ones. God knows we have our own lowlights.
Yeah. Oh, my lowlights are super low. So, I hope you guys didn't dig through those or do too much research because I got some bad plays.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, we're here to promote you. We're not trying to tear you down or anything like that.
I'll be a little humble. I got some bad stuff in there, but I'll take it. I have my good moments too.
Yeah, moving on a little bit more, just how did you end up at GCU, or what was that recruiting like? I know Arizona, but
yeah, I mean, when I my first started my process, I had buddies who were top of the class. They were getting their offers from day one as students recruiting starting, and that was super sick. I mean, but in my spot, I was like, dang, like when am I going to get recruited? So I just kind of stuck with the process. I said, I'm going to be the best volleyball player that I can be, and then the results are going to come from that. So it started, it was near Christmas time. Coach really gave me a call, and I was super ecstatic about it. I had a couple calls before that with some schools and some good schools, and I was kind of, gaining traction, so it was fun. But, I mean, as a local kid to Arizona, I grew up going to volleyball games, all the players I watched in high school were all going to GCU and all this stuff. So I was like, man, if I could pick one spot, that was it. And so, Coach Willie gave me the offer to go there, and I was like, I accepted it. I tried to play it cool and be like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
think about it, doing all this stuff. But immediately, as soon as he gave it to me, I was like, man, I'm gonna take this and go be a Lope. So, I mean, super blessed out of the 3 years there that I did, but obviously some unfortunate things have happened, and we're doing what we
Yeah.
can to get that program go back. But I mean, the time I had there was great, and I'm excited for what's coming up at Penn State. But
Yes,
going
sir.
it was always a dream of mine. So to be able to live it out and do all that stuff was pretty sick.
Kind of just sticking on that Arizona and GCU topic a little bit. I heard that Arizona volleyball has just been on the up lately. Like, can you confirm?
Yeah, we've had some good tournaments. I mean, I coach a little 16s team at Arizona Fear. I go back there, and we had a squad. We made it to Golden Natties. Our 18s teams are doing
Nice.
good. 17s teams are good. We got a couple other good clubs. Aspire Volleyball is doing all right and doing their thing. And then there's more clubs popping up out of nowhere, and so it's kind of sick to see how much it's grown. And I went to a lot of high school games this year to watch a lot of my club kids and support them, and just to see how competitive it's gotten since the time I've been here. It's great. I mean, obviously we have a lot of cool, Arizona guys balling out in college too.
Yeah.
Trent,
Yeah.
Zach, Connor, Finn, all these boys. So they're representing us nice, and it's pretty cool to see, especially because I grew up, with these kids and playing them every weekend, and so to see everybody, killing it in college is pretty sick.
Wait, you were coaching too? Damn, your spring season must have been super busy, huh?
Yeah, it was a fun year. I mean, I missed all my guys, and I love it. I mean, giving back and coaching, it gives me a lot of fulfillment. I mean, I knew what it was like to be a kid and have these college kids come back, and thankfully the kids that I coach think I'm decently cool still. So I'll take that. So it's pretty fun. I enjoy them. They're a good group.
You think you're gonna take up coaching eventually, or?
I mean, I'd love to. If the opportunity arises, obviously it's a changing, market and all that stuff. But I really enjoy, pouring into the kids and doing all that fun stuff, and it's just kind of fun to be around them because I can relate to them a little bit more than I can the adults at this point in my life. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoy it. It's a fun time.
Kind of going through your GCU career. How was it at first when you first got there? Kind of getting acclimated to that college scene.
Man, it was crazy. I mean, coming from an Arizona kid and watching these dudes play to like the first day in the gym, like we're 6-on-6 scrimmaging against, Camden Gianni, Christian Jenke,
Yeah.
Nick Slight, all these dudes. Like, it was just absolutely surreal. Like, I grew up watching all these kids play, and now now I have to compete against them every single day in practice.
Right.
Like, it was bizarre. And I mean, that team that we had my freshman year in, I want to say 2022, 2023 season, like, we had a squad, and it was our first year making the national tournament. Like, we were top 5 ranked like the whole year, so it was definitely a crazy environment to step into, and that kind of set the standard for my college career. It was like, if you're not coming to compete every single day in practice, if you're not coming to win and like do whatever you can to win, like then you don't belong here. So so much praise to all those guys that helped me. Back then they kind of set the tone for what my whole college career was going to be like. So it was definitely fun. I mean, I remember it was our first day of practice, and I had no idea what to expect in the fall, and we just
Right.
straight out rolled up sixes. And
Damn.
I said, yeah, hey, I'm gonna set the tone. I'm gonna come out trash talking, be the same player that I've always been.
Yeah.
And I got a block on Jaxon Hickman, I think. And if you guys don't know
Ooh.
Jaxon Hickman, like, if you start trash talking that dude, like, he will like absolutely turn up. Like, he goes to 100 when you start like, and he absolutely torched me the rest of practice. And he wasn't like, oh, he's a freshman, like I won't pick on him, none of this stuff. Like, he came at me, and that kind of helped me assert my mindset early on. Was like, man, I'm coming to compete every single day. So it was definitely fun.
Do you think that was probably like the main thing that you learned there, or was it more like a technical side?
I mean, I think it was, it instills, a dog in you. And like that freshman team and even my sophomore team and last year's team, like we just found different ways to win. Like we weren't necessarily the best ball control team, the best blocking team, serving team, but like whatever we had to do to win, like we would figure out a way to win. And so I think that's what really I learned, like, maybe I might not have a perfect set. Let me come back with a dig, or let me get a block, or let me have a good serve, put pressure on them and stuff like that. So it definitely taught me different ways to play the game. And, like, you got to be good at every aspect because you don't know what you're going to be called on for. So definitely instilled that in my mind early. And that was pretty fun to be a part of because, I was kind of used to, hey, I can just get by on talent and doing all this stuff and
Yeah.
setting big time hitters in high school and club and all that stuff. So to learn how to win and just how to be gritty, that's what I learned kind of in my early years for sure.
You obviously played it under Nick Slight early on. How was that last year when you ended up taking that starting setting position? Because it was crazy, but then you looked super prepared. You looked like you were ready for it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, learning under Nick was great. Like, he was an assistant coach on my 18s team for club too. So I
Oh
had
damn.
3 years with him. Yeah, like we had a great relationship, and he didn't let off on me just because I was younger or anything. That he kept the same competitive mindset every single day in practice, and I think that really gave me a lot of confidence because I practiced against him every day for 2 years, right? So. I knew what it was like to play against one of the best teams in the country every day in practice. So, like,
Yeah.
coming in last year, I was like, man, I'm 100% ready to play anybody because I've played against a player of this caliber, and he just instilled so much confidence in me. Like, any questions I had, anything going into the year, like, he just gave me so much confidence. So, I love Nick. We still talk a lot to this day, and we have fun, and he's killing it over there overseas. So I'm proud of him
Yeah.
for that. But just watching his confidence and his swagger on the court, like, it's something I definitely wanted to carry over and keep that same mentality going into this past year. So I think we had a fun year, and we had some really cool moments. So I'm super proud of the results we had, even though it's not exactly what we wanted, but I think we still did a lot of cool things. So it was pretty fun to take the baton from him and do all that fun stuff.
I know you've been asked it so many times, but really, what was going on through your mind when all that GCU stuff was going down?
Man, like, it was definitely the longest day of my life for sure. I could say that with full confidence. It was one of the most bizarre things, and to have some. I just moved out of my dorm and all that stuff in my apartment, and I was ready to go into the summer and come back from my final year like so prepared. Like, I was so excited to get back out there with the court and watch our younger guys progress and just have a full year with those dudes under, because we had a new team. So I was super excited to see we got 1 year of experience under our belts. What can we do next year? And we came into that meeting and we were like, we heard the news and we were like, well, this is crazy. Like, we weren't expecting it at all. Like, some of my friends were already gone. Like, might be the last time I see a lot of these dudes for a long time. So it was just, I immediately was met with anger. That was my first thought because, I was like, man, I'm never going to see what this squad could have been. And then just sadness for my guys because I loved them all. And we were a super tight team. So to, have it kind of end that way, it was kind of tough. But, I'm excited about, the opportunity I have coming up at Penn State and, learn with these guys and have fun and make new experiences. So obviously so sad that it ended, but, it worked out well. A lot of our guys found new homes. So I'm thankful for that and, excited to see what all our boys can do next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy how everyone's branching out, and I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna be able to excel. So
It's fun. A lot of them are going to cool spots. I mean, Hawaii, BYU, Long
yeah,
Beach. So I'm excited to see the boys, tear it up at new spots. I want to play them though. That's my one thing is hopefully I get them scheduled and
yeah,
can take it to them one day.
yeah. And then so you ended up going to Penn State. That's your transfer. How was that getting recruiting there? How was that decision for you?
Man, I think it was a pretty obvious one for me, especially like going in the portal. I was looking at schools. I was like, who's got a great coaching staff, big school that, I could have a lot of fun in and like get a brand new experience, and who's got guys coming back next year. And Penn State, which is kind of the obvious one, I think. It stood out. I mean, we played them last year, so it was kind of cool to, meet their coaches in person and, see their play style and their coaching style and all that stuff. But they really turned it up at the end of the year, and I had so much fun watching them play in Hawaii in the national tournament. And they were playing really good ball at the end of the year. So I think we got a lot of momentum coming into next year. Obviously, they're coming off an EVA championship and all that stuff. So I'm excited to go out there, and I think we got a lot of good pieces, and I think we not only compete in the EVA, but we could compete nationally for sure. I think we're on the come up for sure out there. So it was a fun process. I think they were the school I definitely wanted to go to initially, and it worked out nicely. All the coaches have been great. All the players have been great, and I'm just, I head out there next week, so I'm super excited to
Oh
hit up
yeah.
with guys and start lifting and practicing with them and getting reps. So I'm absolutely fired up. Couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, I was about to ask that too. I was wondering when you were heading out there, but next week already. Wow, that's fast.
I know we're driving up too, and it's like I think we're
Oh
doing
my
it in
God.
6 days. So Arizona to Pennsylvania. I don't know how many people have made that drive, but we're gonna make the most out of it.
Man, how many stops are you making though?
Man, I think me and my dad, we're gonna play some golf in some places and do all that fun
Okay.
stuff. See some places, so we'll make it fun. Stop for some barbecue, do all that fun stuff. So
Yeah.
I think it'll be all right. It might feel long. The idea of it sounds better than probably actually driving 9 hours a day, but we'll get there when we'll get there. I'm just kind of enjoying my time here with my boys and doing all that fun stuff.
And then just one more question about the Penn State guys. Did you know any of your teammates, your future teammates going in, or you just started meeting them a little bit more after you got
Yeah.
recruited?
Yeah, so I mean, they got Matthew Luma out there. He's an Arizona kid, and I used to play against him every week, and he's such a nice dude. So I'm excited to get to play with him finally after, playing against him for so many years. A lot of the dudes reached out when I committed, and that was kind of my first interaction with them, and they've all been great, super helpful so far. Finding housing and helping me, with meal plans, schedules, all this stuff, and just kind of, just being super, opening. So I'm excited to head out there and meet them officially for the first time. I met Merck and Cole Bogner a couple weeks ago, and that was super sick. Such nice dudes and gave me great insight. So, I'm excited. Obviously, I haven't got as much time as I wanted in person with them, but
Right.
when I meet them out there for the first time, I'm super excited to get to know them and obviously have a fun year with them. So they've been super great and super helpful so far, and I imagine they're the same way when I'll get out there. So I'm super excited.
So yeah, we're excited to see you there.
Yeah, it'll be a fun year, man. I'm stoked.
Just moving on a little bit towards like the development or what you're going to be working on kind of this upcoming fall. Do you have any specific areas of your game that you're trying to work on, or has Penn State recommended anything for you?
Yeah, I think always looking to improve things outside of setting. I think my serving could, definitely improve. I had a pretty weak float next year, so we'll get in the lab and try and develop something different out there and kind of just getting, more comfortable and more consistent. I think, they got good enough arms out there and everybody's going to score. And so I think I just kind of, I got to keep it simple and working on my consistency there and just doing what I do, like bringing energy to the court and just having fun with it. I think that's, being a good voice and a positive voice is something I do best when, I might not play that great always on the court. Like I can always be, a good vocal presence and leader and do all that stuff. So, I mean, they got a good squad out there and they got a great thing going. So I'm just hoping to kind of add to that and, always looking to improve, run a different offense, little different types of schemes out there. So, learning a different coaching style and all that stuff. It'll definitely be a lot, but, I'm just excited to get going and different practice schedule, all this stuff. It's going to be a fun little change.
We're excited to see it. We're from Jersey actually, so we're kind of nearby Penn State. So we might try and head out, watch a couple games there. So,
bro, I would absolutely love that. Come stop by. I'll get you. We can go to a football game. We can do everything, bro.
Hey.
for sure,
We'll
for
make
sure.
it all happen. We'll make it all happen.
Hey. Yeah, I think you guys are. I think I looked at the schedule from last year, and I think Penn State did play like NJIT and Princeton, and I mean we'll probably make those drives down. Watch you play some. Yeah.
That would be sick, man. That would be sick. It's gonna be a fun year, so I think we're gonna make a lot of noise. So it's gonna be something to watch for sure.
No, definitely the way Penn State already was playing at the end of last year, I was like, oh, like Penn State is legit. Even they dropped out of the rankings for a little bit, but they're good.
I mean, they were turning up at the end of the year. It was fun to watch too, knowing like. I mean, obviously they haven't been my team for a while now, but like when I did commit there and it was in the process, I was cheering them on pretty heavy in my living room, watching them play Hawaii. That was a great match. So it was fun to see them turn it on at the end of the year. And they were playing really good ball. I mean, it's not easy to win a conference tournament, and they made it look easy. So it was fun.
Kind of moving on a little bit past Penn State your next year, do you have any ideas of your future past college volleyball, if you're going to try and go pro or any like stay in the scene somehow, coaching, anything like that?
Yeah, it's always been my dream to kind of go overseas, even if it's not for a long time. Like if I could just do 1 or 2 years out there, just get the experience, it would be really fun to live out my dream of playing professional volleyball and playing a professional sport. And I think the travel, going to Europe or some other fun place would be just really exciting. So I think that's something I definitely want to do and partake in, even though it is a little far from my family. But I think
Yeah.
they won't mind making a trip out there, once a year and having fun with me. But I think that's definitely in the cards for me. It's obviously I'm focused upon, this next year and playing to the best of my ability.
sure.
So
Right.
I'm kind of set up for playing pro and doing all that stuff. But like you said, like I would love to coach too. I think, that's volleyball is definitely one of my passions and it's a thing that I love so much. So I would absolutely love to, pour into the next generation of volleyball and kind of help grow the game a bit more, just like you guys are doing with this stuff. Like it's awesome how much it's grown over the last 2 years, and like just seeing how many
Yeah.
more kids are playing and doing all this stuff. So if I can help contribute to that in any way possible, and help inspire kids to play, and help them love it like I do, like that'd be pretty ideal. So coaching in college, anything, coming back to Arizona and helping the game grow here would be super sick. So just kind of positively, giving back to the game because it's given me so much, so many friends, experiences, and I've got to travel and do all this fun stuff and go to school. And so I'm just excited for, what my future holds in the game, and definitely want to stick with it.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
I mean, you were just talking about it completely about pouring back into the young players, helping them out. So for any of the viewers out here, what do you think is some advice that you could give them to work on, or something to think about? Either it's mentality or setting advice, technique, stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, like I always used to compare myself to other kids, but like the main focus and the main goal is to become the best volleyball player you can be. And if like that is 100% enough. So like maybe you're not going to D1 school, like top D1 schools, but like if you are the best player you're capable of becoming, and like there's so many opportunities to play volleyball now, like just getting out and playing. And then just like letting loose a little bit. Like it's a sport that you're supposed to have fun in, play with your boys.
Yeah.
Like don't worry so much about the external factors, and just worry about becoming the best player you can be, having fun. And that's something I discovered this last year. I was so kind of uptight at times and stressing about, oh, I didn't play good this game. Like when that dictates your mood and all this stuff, like it's just not a healthy life to live. Like you're playing
Yeah.
with your best friends in a fun environment. Like it's always going to be fun. It's always just going to be a game. So kind of just enjoying it to your max, and that's how you're going to get the most out of it, is just having fun with it. It's fun to put in the work, like not saying don't try hard and want to win, but like
Right.
it's a fun sport, and you get a lot of cool experiences when you just kind of sit back and enjoy it. So always put in the work and just always have fun with it, for sure, is the two main things I like to teach my kids.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I also coach some too. I usually coach girls, and I feel like that's like a big thing too. Is sometimes they're just getting in their head. I mean, they're young, right?
Sure.
Like they're kids, so it's super easy for that to happen. But it's
For sure.
it's a sport. You gotta have fun with it. If you're not having
100%.
fun, like you shouldn't be playing probably.
100%. I couldn't agree more. I mean, like it's easy to get wrapped up in the wrong things, but when you really kind of break it down, and it's such a small part of your life, but the interactions and the people you meet, that's gonna last forever. So it's just super fun, and I love watching the kids have fun with it and enjoy it just as much as I did back in the day. So it's pretty sweet. Love that you're
For
coaching.
sure.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's a real fun time. That's been my way to like stay involved with the game, because I mean I'm out of college and stuff too, so
Yeah,
figuring out ways to still stay involved, it's always fun.
that's awesome. That's so sick.
And then how about on the setting side? Is there some sort of mentality that you have to think about, or technique, or
Yeah.
other things about that for the setting?
I mean, just watching so much volleyball, it helps setters so much more. Just understanding, like, this is what this guy looks like. This is how he plays. This is how he gets one-on-one matchups. This is the routes he puts his middle on to get this guy wide open. Like, just observing the game and breaking it down and seeing decision-making and all that stuff, it matters so much, and, like, more than you think. So just, like, the mental part of the game, as soon as you can expand on that, like, at a young age, the better you'll be set up for the future. But just like technique wise, it's all about, going out there and flowing for the most part. Like sometimes you're not going to have your best stuff, but if you're like as confident as possible and hey, like I've set a perfect ball here before, why can't I just do it again in this moment? like being mental and being, kind of letting stuff go and impacting the game in every variety. Like playing defense, especially at the center position, is so vital. You got to
Yeah.
be a good blocker. You got to be able to have a good consistent serve that you put in the court. Like there's so much stuff outside of just physically setting a volleyball that impacts the game and winning. So obviously you're running the offense. You got to run offense, but that's more mental than actually setting a good ball. But so a lot of stuff like that. Just always watching volleyball. Like there's so much to learn and so much that I'm still learning and figuring out how to get one-on-one matchups, how to get guys open, put dudes in best possible positions to score. Because the end. That's our goal at the end of the day, is to put people in the best position to score. And sometimes they're just not. And you just got to move on to the next ball and be a good vocal leader and positive teammate. Because as long as you're doing job, everybody else is going to be just fine too. So definitely some stuff that I'm still learning, and so I'm trying to learn with the kids that I teach, and so it's been a fun process.
Yeah, I mean, setting is so mental. Like there's so many other things that you have to think about than just the setting technique and stuff. That it's easy for like younger kids to get caught up on, oh, were my hands right here or stuff like that.
Exactly.
Like where did the ball end up going?
Exactly.
Was your hitter able to hit the ball? Like stuff like that.
Your brain knows exactly where to put the ball. It's all about just getting it all synced up and how to get it there. And kids will always develop that by the time they're 18 years old. So it's if you can worry about the other stuff outside of setting a volleyball first, you'll be set up for a lot of success. No pun intended. That was pretty good.
And then just wondering, based off your reviewing other setters thing, do you have any setters that you kind of watch more frequently to figure out their decision making, stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching a lot of VNL. I love watching Nikolov. I mean, I know a lot of people like to say that, but I got to compete against him in the pyramid, and that was super fun. But he's just on another level, and he's only going to get better. So to kind of see him on the national stage playing against other professional players, it gives me a lot of confidence to know, hey, I played against this guy a year ago, and just seeing how good he is. I mean, between his wrists and just his deception and his offensive capabilities, like he's an insane player. I watch a lot of college dudes just because these are my peers, and I've been looking up to a lot of these guys for a long time. So Andrew Rowan, just his style on the court and the way he carries himself, he's so confident. He's been fun to watch in VNL too, but I love watching his college film just because, I think that's when he's at, his best, and he can create for other players and do all that stuff. Like I said, Cole Bogner from Penn State, I used to watch him all the time. He was a legit, always super underrated. Nick Slight, love watching Nick Slight still. I mean, he's just the most confident kid like you could ever have at the setter position. And so he's always fun to watch out there. Let's see, Henry Wedbush from Princeton, I watched a lot on him. Donovan Constable at CSUN, he was a stud last year. And I mean, obviously, he's just got a presence on the court too. Like he's just going to make a play at all times. And so I think he's a great guy to watch for me, and just seeing how he runs the court and, the swagger that he plays with. So just kind of learning from those guys because, I will have to compete against these dudes again. And so, I want to see how they play, and I want to be kind of just like them and bring my own, flair into it occasionally and all that stuff. So I think there's a lot to learn from a lot of guys. And so it's been cool learning and getting to play against a lot of these dudes and see them play and, look on TV and be like, hey, I actually played against that guy. Like, it's pretty sick. I'm just a fan at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, loving the volleyball knowledge from you. Oh my God. You got all the setters in the back. You're like, yeah, I watch all these guys.
I'm a nerd, which is kind of weird, but like I just love the game so much. Like it's so fun. There's so many different aspects that you don't even think about, and so like when you pick people apart and like see why they do what they do, it's just so interesting to me. So I'm pretty fascinated with it all.
And I think I basically already started you on these kind of little small questions, but that's one of our TikTok things.
I love it.
I'm gonna continue moving it on.
I've been waiting for this all day, so I'm excited. I've been like little bit of studying and all this stuff, so I'm excited.
All right. Well, first we're just starting you off easy with some more like quick little questions. Your first one, do you have a favorite pregame food?
Oh, pregame. I got to go Chick-fil-A. Give me, a spicy sandwich, a regular chicken sandwich, and then give me some ketchup to dip the spicy in and Chick-fil-A to dip the regular in. That was kind of my go-to.
Nice.
My trainer was like, the That's probably not the
Right.
healthiest pregame meal. Which shout out to J Law and all them. But I started fixing up my diet a little bit, but that would be the go-to for sure. That and a nap, and I'm chilling the rest of the day.
Hey,
Nice.
Can't knock it.
And then, do you have a pre-game hype song that gets you into the zone?
Yeah, I'm pretty particular with my music. I normally like long before the game, I actually listen to pink noise to kind of like relax me, which is kind of odd. Like I understand that, but then when it like kind of gets to game time, I'm bumping Lil Tecca, I'm bumping 21 Savage, just kind of getting in my mode. Those are my two guys. I've been listening to Tecca for a while, so those are my guys for sure.
all right.
Sick. And then, do you have a favorite play to run or set?
We at GCU we ran a lot of tempo to the backside, so I would kind of just put my middle on a 3 and just know that I'm going to set the right side. And as soon as they take a step over there, I was flipping it back to Jerry, and he was putting the ball away. So that's definitely my go-to route. Try not to give away a little too much, but it's nothing fancy, but it's effective, and it's the easiest side out I'll ever get. So I'll take it.
What position would you be trying to play if you couldn't play setter?
Oh gosh, I kind of dipped into this one. I'd probably be an opposite. I think I can swing a little bit better than people give me credit for. Like if you give me one ball, I can score. So it definitely wouldn't be lib. I've tried to pass my 16-year-old float serves, and like that's like the hardest thing ever. So
Yeah.
lib outside off the list. Middle, I'm not fast enough or smart enough. Like I think it's oppo or setter for me. Like other than that, my volleyball career was kind of cooked. So. I'll take oppo.
It's good. You found your spot.
I'm still dreaming of the day that I get to tee it up out there and play a little bit. So maybe I'll get the opportunity this year. I would thoroughly appreciate that.
I think we already talked about this a little bit, but if you weren't playing volleyball, it'd be basketball for you?
See, I've been going back and forth. It would probably be basketball. I'd probably average like 7 assists, 6 turnovers, and that probably wouldn't be very fun. But I would probably go golf now. And I'll go on record on saying this. I haven't played a single other, Division I volleyball player that can beat me in golf yet. So I'm not saying I'm the best, but I think I'll take on anybody any day, and I would just love to play golf with them. So if anybody wants to prove me wrong, I'm happy to go out there and play with y'all. So
He wants the smoke.
Yeah,
he wants the smoke.
I just like to play. So especially in a competitive environment, like give me some clubs and we'll play one day.
Okay, we got to put the challenge out there for everyone else.
Yeah, I like it. I want, like you said, I want all the smoke. I mean, golf's a fun game where I could, just go out there and enjoy. And I might get my butt kicked, but that's okay. I'll be out there competing, and that's all I want.
Actually, I think related to this a little bit, I think Cam mentioned that you were one of the trash talkers, the bigger trash talkers that he's met. Do you have any other trash talkers that you know?
Ooh, I like that clip. That was pretty fun because I do remember talking a lot of trash to him that game. But it's one of my more fun things. I'm trying to dial it down a little bit, but it comes out here and there. But let's see, best trash talker. I'm probably gonna go with Nikolov at Long Beach because I didn't know what he was saying. Because I think it was in Bulgarian. I'm not sure, but like I think the fact that. And this is like I'm a really confident player, but like when we were playing him, like I couldn't do anything. Like I'll be the first one to admit that. Like he was talking trash to me, and normally I can kind of turn it on for the most part. But like against him, I was just like, oh my gosh, like he's just kicking my butt. Like this sucks. Like I couldn't stand it. But more so the fact that I couldn't really do anything about it. But that's why it hurt more. But there's some good ones out there. You don't see it all the time, but there's a lot of dudes who, talk occasionally, and it's pretty fun to be around because everybody's competing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Ooh, who else? Bryce Dvorak was pretty good, but we got the best
nice.
twice. But he was. I mean, I appreciate that dude so much. He's just a fiery competitor all the time. So I think me and him are the same in that aspect. So I'll never knock him for that.
I love to see it. He had a couple moments last year where things were definitely getting heated. Like they stopped the game for a little bit a couple times. I'm a UCSD alum fan, so I was keeping an eye on it.
He was fun to play against because you just know it's coming at you when you're going in. I remember my freshman year, we were playing at Pepperdine. This is when he was at Pepperdine. And I hadn't touched the court like all year. Like I was a nobody. We were up 2-0 and I go out to like the middle of the court to like go start setting like warm ups like we do in between sets. and like he came around the pole, and I was kind of right there, and I hit him with like one of these because I was like talking trash on the bench, and he just was like, watch what's about to happen, like watch what's about like gave me the business, and then they actually won 2 straight, so I was sitting on the bench kind of nervous because he said something was going to happen, and they ended up coming back. So that wasn't fun. But, all the props to him. He's a good competitor and all that stuff. So you can't knock him for being passionate.
Do y'all know? Do you remember? Did y'all win the game, though?
We won night 1. We almost got reverse swept, but we won in the 5th. And then
There you go.
Yeah, we came out night 2, went up 2-0, lost the next 2, and then we lost in the 5th. On a brutal call, by the way. It was a bad. I remember it to this day because I remember it all. But I wanted that win, for sure. That would have been a good one, but it didn't go our way that second night. So we split with them, so it was all fair.
All right.
2 5-setters. I mean, that's a battle.
It was. We were watching. It was like Jalen Jasper and Camden Gianni just going at it. So like sitting courtside, like it's pretty sweet to watch that go down.
And that's kind of related to that. If you could play with a non-GCU or Penn State player, who would you be looking forward to play with?
Ooh. Let's see. Who would I look forward to play with? Probably like Jalen Phillips. Like I feel like it'd be really easy to play with him. I would also say, let's see. I would say Zach Rama and Finn Kearney just because I played with them in high school. I'll throw Bryce Robbins in there. All my high school boys, basically. I would love to play with them again. So, they're all killing it. But I think Jalen would be like the easiest one to set just because he gets up so high. It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
We played against them too. Like he's an athletic freak. So, him for sure.
Moving back to food, do you have a cheat meal that you like to go to?
Oof, yeah, let's go Caniac combo from Cane's with no slaw, extra toast. So,
yes.
I thought about that one for long and hard too, but that's definitely the go-to. Like after a workout or something like that, and I'm driving home, and Cane's just calls me, man. So I'll get it real quick. Won't order it and do all that fun stuff, and sitting there waiting for me.
Nice. You get an extra sauce with that?
Oh yeah, you need to. And I also go ketchup too, but I'm a heavy dunker, so it's kind of. I run out of it quickly, so I need that extra.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For sure. Do you have a volleyball hot take? Any hot takes?
Ooh, this is tough. I don't know if it's a hot take necessarily, but like it's more like I understand why. But like I hate when people complain about like missed serves in men's volleyball. Like that makes me upset because like if you don't serve tough, like the other team is gonna side out. Like especially if they're at a high level. So obviously there's a fine line between missing like 15 serves in a set and missing like 8. But like when people are like, oh my gosh, I can't watch it because there's so many missed serves. Like we have to serve tough, or like you're just gonna get the ball rained down your throat. So so that's definitely, I would say that's my biggest like pet peeve.
Yeah, I think we saw that like however many weeks ago it was for the U.S. men's at VNL. I think they missed a bunch of serves and they were like, all right, let's take it a little bit easier. They were getting the ball pounded back at them. I was like, this is why, guys.
And you realize pretty quick because I got a pretty soft float serve, and like there's times last year when like they would just dime, boom, middle, and like just smack it right back at me. And you're like, okay, that's probably why I can't do that anymore.
That's why the serve is like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure that one's really good.
We're gonna get in the lab with that one and try and change something up a little bit. So hopefully we'll be all right for next year.
Similar, do you have a favorite volleyball drill that you like to run as a coach or a player, I guess?
I like a good USA scramble, 6-on, 6-on, 18-18. If you get the point, you get a free ball. Like that's my go-to. Like you get in a rhythm, like it's high energy. Like if you score, then you just right back at it. So like as a setter, like you get great connection with your hitters because you're just getting free balls. So I don't like to run. So if I just gotta have my libero pass a free ball right to the net every time, I'll take that. So that's definitely my favorite.
And then do you have a least favorite?
Ooh, yeah. Well. There's a drill we did in high school and college. It's called Pro Pepper, and it's basically just a pepper, but like you're going all out as hard as you can. You're max swinging, max energy diving, and all that stuff, and you're doing it for a minute. But if like the coaches are walking around with a whistle, and if they blow the whistle, it's because somebody didn't like dive hard or like made a bad move towards the ball or not hitting it hard, and then your minute resets. So you'll be going like 20 minutes all out pepper. Maybe not 20 minutes. We wouldn't do that much, but it
feels like it.
Yeah, literally. It would get pretty tiring at the end. So that's definitely on the bottom of the totem pole. So hopefully I won't have to see that again. Not too sure yet. Maybe I put some bad ideas in coach's head, but we'll see.
No, that sounds crazy. I would not want to do that one.
Yeah,
It
damn.
was
That's
it was.
rough.
I mean, if you grind it out with your boys, and we were pretty good about it. We got better at it, but you got kind of everybody's got to hustle and do the same thing and be on the same page that day. So you can get through it pretty fast, but if you don't, it's treacherous. It's not fun.
Right. I mean, would they ever let you finish it in the first minute? Right.
Oh,
they're,
no,
they're gonna
of course not.
Yeah, they're gonna blow it at
finding
least once,
some
right?
excuse. Yeah, they're finding something. It doesn't matter if your hair doesn't look good or like you're just not going hard enough. Like they're gonna blow that whistle. They're not letting you out of there in 1 minute. Not our coaches, at least.
For one of our last questions, do you have any unexpected hidden talents or hobbies that people wouldn't know about you?
Oh gosh. Let's see. I would like to play video games, and I think the best video game I've ever been good at. It's kind of lame. It's gonna sound nerdy, but Madden 20.
Specifically 20.
Specifically 20, because that was during COVID, and like as sad as it was, like we didn't have a lot to do, but I would just sit there and I would grind that game for like it's gonna sound so bad, like 12 hours. I think I have like so many days. I think I have a month on that game because I would just sit there for like 12 hours and play. So I got pretty good. So if anybody wants to smoke in golf or Madden 20,
Okay.
I could dish it out.
Hey, the challenge out there, guys.
We'll see if I regret that one. I think golf might be a little worse, but I think I got Madden 20 pretty confident.
Okay.
Nice. This one's just a little fun one that could potentially help you out too. Do you have any dream brand collab for the future?
Ooh, I see. I'll revert back to the cheat meal one, and I'll say Canes. And
Nice.
I say this because, I've been emailing them because one of my friends at GCU, she got a sponsorship from Canes, and I was like, okay, I need that.
Right.
So I sent them it's got to be like 20 plus emails now, just like, hey, my name's Jaxon, I play volleyball. Like, I would love in any way if I could get free stuff at all. Like, I'll do anything. I'll post on Instagram. I'll do it all.
Right.
All that stuff.
No, that's a good one. Maybe Penn State will help you out with that one a little bit more.
I would love that.
So for this one, we're actually going to be testing you about your own stats.
Oh, gosh. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, this one's going to be tough. So can you name the top 5 players that you assisted last year? In
last
order.
year,
Yeah.
I'm going to go Trent Mosier was 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me Mosier. Let's go. 2 is going to be a little tough. I'm going to say Jarrett Anderson.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay.
You're
I
on it,
felt
you're
pretty
on
good.
it.
He was hurt at the beginning of the year, and then he really started to step it up at the end of the year. So, shout out to Jerry. I think he's the best volleyball player and one of the best volleyball players I've ever played with. 3. Ooh, this is going to get – I'm going to go Cole Ottmer.
Ooh, he was actually at your number 4.
Dang it. All right, bro, who could 3 be? Is it Carter or is it Trey?
It's Carter.
It's Carter. Okay, so we got a lot of outsides to pick from. So a lot of stuff last year. So it goes Mose, Jerry, Carter, Ottmer, and then 5th has got to be. It's got to be Travell.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, there we go. Bang. Okay,
This guy's locked in.
4 out of 5. I'll take that.
Yeah, not bad
Locked
at
in.
all. I expected to be a little tough. I think Cole Duncanson was actually pretty close there at the number 6.
Yeah, Dunk was a beast, especially to end the year last year. So it was between him and Trey, and I think, sorry, Dunk, I think I said Trey a little bit more, but sorry, Dunk.
All right, perfect. And then just moving on to another game, actually, we just wanted to ask you, what were your top 3 or maybe top 5 memorable moments at GCU, whether it be any specific plays or just moments with your team?
All right, let's see. I say 1 was definitely sweeping UCLA last year. Like, that was a super fun game. Like, I wanted to win so bad just because obviously it was UCLA, and 2 because Cam and Zach Rom were on their team, and they were my best friends. So I literally wanted to beat them so bad. So definitely sweeping them and getting that dub with the boys was fun. I would say specific moment, give me Nick Slight's hit on 2,
Oh my God.
against Long Beach in the semifinals. I remember being on the bench and watching that kind of play unfold, and oh my gosh, he hit that ball so hard, and it was the toughest play I've ever seen. So not to got to keep Nick humble sometimes, but that was one of the most insane plays I've ever seen. Winning the MPSF championship against UCLA, that was a fun one. Jared Anderson got a clutch block in the 5th, one of the most insane blocks I've ever seen. It was also on Zach
Hey.
too, so I was pretty hype about that. Just and I'd never seen Zach get blocked like that. So to have one of my teammates do it in that moment, it was pretty sweet. So let's see. I would say those three definitely stand out. This past year too, we had some good ones. Beat BYU night 2, swept them. Beat Stanford twice in 5 at Stanford, the first time we've ever done that. So we had some fun moments out there.
Yeah, it sounds it. And I think that'll take us right into the start of our blind rankings that we do.
Funny. Gotcha.
And we're doing blind ranking your best plays of 2025.
Oh gosh, let's go. I'm surprised you guys find 5 plays here.
We got
We got 'em.
We do the
Funny,
research
let's
out
go.
here.
I love it. I'm excited.
We got a tempo back set to Jarrett here.
Oh, that's the play I talked about, man. Gap red. Jerry hits a fast tempo ball. He smacked that one. That was his. I remember this play too vividly because he was hurt at the beginning of the year, and that was his first swing back, and it was like the coolest moment ever. So, to bounce that ball first swing back was pretty sick.
Look at him. He looks like nothing happened, bro. It's just light work.
Jerry's nonchalant. Like he's one of the coolest guys I've ever met. So stoic and got a beautiful flow and a beautiful mustache. I'm gonna put that one at. That's got to be 4. I'm gonna go 4. I think we got some cool ones coming up.
Yeah, keep it safe. We got a one-handed dish to Braden for the kill against Stanford here.
I like this play a lot too. I was kind of that was fun. Braden absolutely floats. So, it makes it even tougher because he jumps so high. I think I was a little lazy getting in the net. That's why I had to go with one hand. Sorry, coach. But man, I gotta put that. I'll put that at 3. I feel like that's a safe 3.
Yeah,
nice.
Through the double block too, man.
I know. Yeah, Braden gets up there. It's insane.
He's a dog.
And then Braden again, another one-handed set here.
This is a good one.
This is the one that takes a shot at Concordia. I think it's Colin Marks here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Such a beautiful play. Shout out to Nakobo for filming that.
Oh my god. He makes it look crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he was absolutely floating there. I just had to get it high enough for him, and he was going to put that away. But he smacked Colin so hard, and I give Colin so much props because he absolutely wore that thing. So I'm going to put that at 2 just because the swing was beautiful. Pass was great. We were able to get it up to him. That's for sure, too.
All right. And then next here, you got a lot of one-hand sets. I mean, you're absolutely money on these, though.
I think it's just because I'm so lazy getting back there, but I'll take it. I'm not super athletic, so I think I make it look harder than it is, but I'll absolutely take the clips that come from it.
Yeah, so this is a one-handed set to Cole Otmar here against USC. I mean, this is absolute money here.
I mean, that's one of my favorite balls to go to, that little push to the outside.
Yeah.
And Audie's super easy to set, too. Like, you just get it high enough and inside, and he could, do whatever with that ball. Let's see, what spots? I got 4-3-2. I kind of took the middle here.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 5 with that. I think it's got to be 5. I don't know what else is coming up, but hopefully it's good enough to be 1. But that was still a clean play. I like that one, though. Against USC, too. And pretty far.
Yeah. So we've been starting to do this recently with some of the other guests. So we kind of give you a lifeline here. So we'll kind of let you see, like, we're going to have 6 plays. You can see this one, and you can replace any of the plays that you already put in.
Perfect. I like that.
So, that.
I'm going to need it.
Give you a little flexibility here.
I appreciate that. That's love right there. I appreciate that.
And then yet again, it's another one-handed set. This is to Jarrett against Pepperdine.
Oh, that was
money.
Cool. And he banged that. Oh, that's
right
fun.
There.
I mean, that has to go 1, but we'll see what else is in store. But that was pretty tough. I think I'm pretty happy with that at 1.
Okay.
I feel good about that. It was a nice swing. Nice old fun play. He smacked that thing so hard, as he always does.
And then this kind of leaves this last one here. We can kind of see how you feel about this play, but this was the scramble block that you had against UCSD in the 5th set. I mean, you make this guy sad over here.
Man, this is definitely my favorite moment I had last year. I kind of forgot about it before, but in the stakes of this game, let's see, it was fifth. We had beat them tight the night before. Fifth set, 7-8, and
Yeah.
he absolutely cooks me right here. Oh my gosh. And then I just kind of threw my arms up and I prayed, and then like the fall and seeing all my teammates all hype and all that stuff, it was just like it was probably one of the best moments of my life. So
No, this is fire.
if I could replace that one, put it at one, like that's definitely going up there.
Yeah. I like that.
That is a perfect spot for it. As much as I hate it as the UCSD fan I am.
Yeah. Sorry I had to do it. I mean, stakes were high that game, and it was tense. I don't think I meant to do that per se, but I'll take it. And sorry to do it to your SD Tritons, but I'll have to take it this time.
All right. I'm pretty sure you cooked that one. I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was pretty good.
Perfect ranking.
I felt good about those. I was surprised, like I said, that you guys found 5 good enough plays, but watching them back, I was like, okay, I had some good moments in there.
Yeah, you kind of like that.
Yeah, you're out here.
Thanks, y'all.
All right, and then we got one more blind ranking for you, and this one is blind ranking some of your old teammates based on their drip.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. I might flame some people, but this is gonna be fun.
Okay, you're a fashion guy?
I mean, not as much, but I'm more of a critiquer. So I like these guys, so I think they're okay with me, making fun of them a little bit. So I'm excited to get into this.
All right, perfect. Then let's start you off right away. First, we got Cam Thorne.
Oh my gosh, instant 5 for that kid. I've got pictures on my phone of some just horrendous fits that he's had. Grout fits, like all gray, sweatpants, gray sweat. Like I lived with him for 2 years, and I've just seen some atrocious fits. So he's going 5 for sure.
The underwear ad that you saw, did you see that? Does that help him in any way?
Bro, he texted us about it like 2 weeks before it happened. It was like, bro, I just got paid to do this underwear gig, and we were giving him a lot of crap back then. And then when we actually, I love the kid, so it came out pretty nice. I thought he looked strong and all that stuff, but I'm never not gonna clown him for that. I had a kid come up to me at one of the tournaments, like that I was R2ing at, and he asked me, he was like, "Do you have any pairs of like Cam Thorne's underwear?" And I was like, "What kind of question is that?" I know it was odd, but I was, I said no to that one, but it was right. So I thought that was funny.
These kids are funny out here.
Yeah, I know they're clowning me.
All right, next then we have Carter Rogers.
Ooh, Cart. Shout out to LOTW, his clothing brand. So I mean, he's got his own clothing brand, so I gotta put him near the top too. He's got some good style. Can rock it all, honestly. He's got some versatility. I'm gonna put him at 2. And I feel pretty good about that. I think Carter's got some swag. Great looking kid. Like he's got a lot going for him, so it's kind of easy for him. So I'm feeling pretty good about 2.
Next, we're moving on to Trent Mosier.
Ooh, see Trent. Ooh, Trent does have a wife, so I think he's got some more mature drip than the rest of us. But nonetheless, great looking guy. Style's good, but I'm gonna have to put him at. Ooh. I'll put him at 3. I'll be generous here. Okay. No offense. What you got going on. I think you look good in a lot of stuff, and when he puts he put the purple polo on, had the pants, had some dunks on. He was looking good, so I'll give him his props there.
Hey.
All right, then next you have Nick Slight.
Ooh, I already put Cam at 5. I got it. Okay, I'll go Nick 1. Sorry. I won't even joke about putting him at 5. I'll put him at 1. I've also seen him have some horrendous fits. That's just because I've known him for a while now, so I've seen him at his worst and at his best, and I think his best tops us all. So I'll go ahead. He's like Tim Duncan with it, and I can appreciate that. So,
okay, that's a nice comparison.
He can get the 1 spot today. He's gonna text me about this afterwards and say like quit glazing or something. So I'm preparing myself for that.
Nice. And then I think that leaves number 4.
Oh gosh. Sorry to whoever this person is. You had to go 4.
We have Jordan Lucas.
Ah, no. Sorry, J. Lou. Sorry, Jordan. Man, you would be 1 for sure, Jordan. No doubt about it. If I got one of those lifelines again, I would for sure switch you and Nick. But you had to go 4 today. So I'm sorry about that.
That's tough.
Still love you though.
And that brings us to our last question for you.
Money.
This one we have, who would be in your all-time GCU starting 7?
Ooh, this is a good question. All time too, so we got some old names in there. Setter, I'm gonna have to go Nick. I would also put myself too, but we'll say for the sake of the game that I can't do that. But I would put myself in. But he could have it today. Let's see. Middle has got to be Cam. And for our second middle, I'll go Rico. You know, they were a dynamic duo that sophomore year. They were pretty tough. Opposite, I'm gonna go Cam Gianni for sure. I think he's the best player in program history. Dude was like insane.
Monster.
Easily one of the best players I've ever played with. Bro was so good, and he used to break my fingers every day in practice.
Damn, Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go. Lib is tough. I'm gonna go. Serve receive Lib is one of the most underrated liberos. Cole Udall, and defensive Lib, give me Cooper Herndon. Bro's a dog. So we got 2 stud Libs. Let's see. I need 2 outsides and some middles. I'll go Coach Drake Silbernagel. That's going way back there. He was a beast for. Oh, I already picked my middles, so I don't even.
Yeah, you're good.
Outsides, give me Jay Hick, 1'6", Jackson Hickman. Bro was so good. Extremely underrated. And then last outside spot. This is gonna be tough. I gotta go Christian Janke. Like, bro, he was insane. Good leader. Did all that stuff that we needed him to do. Basically our 2021 team, but just a little more revamped. But all those guys are dogs. Would play a lot of those dudes all the time, and so I know how good they are, and they're all studs. So that's definitely gonna be, a tough team to play against.
No, that's a stacked team. That's nasty.
I feel good about it.
Sick. Well, that brings us to the end of the interview. Thank you so much for coming on. This is super fun.
Yes,
so happy to have you here.
This was awesome. I appreciate y'all having me. This is sick.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, and if you want to plug anything, last things, we got the floor.
Shout out to my Penn State boys. I'm excited to rock with y'all this year. Super excited to get out there and do some fun stuff with y'all this year. Shout out to my old GCU boys. Love you guys all. Excited to see where y'all do, on some different teams and have fun with it. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my dad. Bang. Felt good.
Hey,
I had to give them a little shout out at the end. I told them they're giving me some space here to do this, so I'll give them their props.